Hi guys, I'm Jamie, the Homeschool Partnership Officer at Coatbridge High School. Some of our peer mentors this year have recorded a little video answering some of the top questions that P7s normally ask. So take a wee minute, watch it, and hopefully it makes you feel better starting S1.
So your role as peer mentor would be obviously 6th year meeting up with their first year buddies. First of all, you'd get to know each other, make sure that you're comfortable around each other, able to talk to one another quite well. And then there's a workbook that you kind of start to go through. So the starting bits of the workbook are just kind of activities for you to get to know each other a bit better. And then carrying on through the workbook, there are things about being trustworthy, being honest, being responsible. And then also things, just the difference between right and wrong. They may ask you questions about schoolwork or about friendship groups, and you're just kind of there to talk to them about it, make them feel at ease about it all, make them feel a bit more comfortable in high school, and obviously just give them an extra person that they can go to if they do have any worries or concerns. So yeah, it can be a weekly thing or monthly thing, just depending on however much time you think that your buddy needs to spend with you.
Being a peer mentor involves supporting their first years coming up to high school through one-on-one meetings where you can help them feel more relaxed and comfortable within the school.
Being a peer mentor involves helping the new S1s transition up to high school. It's a big change, so it's always good to have someone to go to if you have any problems.
I think the main difference between primary school and high school has got to be the classes. As in primary, you've got one class, you've got one teacher, and that's the way it is for the whole year. But in high school it's a bit different because you've got lots of different classes and lots of different teachers that teach you different subjects.
There are more clubs in high school that pupils can attend, as well as the variety of different subjects that might have not been available in primary school that students might take as a career path in the future.
I think there's a lot of differences between primary school and high school, but I think one of the main ones is there's going to be a lot more people there. Obviously in primary school you kind of stay in the same classroom near enough the full day, maybe the full week even, but in high school you move different classrooms after each class and you have a new teacher for each class that you have. Obviously it is a lot more busier in high school as well, and just generally a lot more people round and about you.
The main difference from being in primary 7 to S1 is that you have a variety of different subjects and more than one teacher per day.
High school is a big jump from primary school. You've got so much more responsibilities, you've got to make your own way to classes. You also get so much more freedom and you meet so many new people.
I would say the biggest difference between the two is that in high school you have individually set classes with different teachers for each class, and another big difference is that in high school you have the freedom of going out for lunch.
I don't think homework's as hard as you think it will be. I think it's actually really good because you learn so much in a day because you've got so many different subjects. It's good to go home and do homework and help refresh your memory.
So I don't think high school homework is anything to be scared of. Obviously it's going to be a bit different from primary school, but that's alright. Teachers are really good at giving you a good enough time frame to be able to complete your homework in, which is really good too. Some teachers in some classes might give you homework to do more regularly, so every night to be returned for the next day, and then other teachers just might give you out for a week, so you have a full week to complete it.
High school homework is manageable as long as you pay attention in class, as all homework is based on the work that you have already done.
I would say that high school homework's a lot more consistent and you do tend to get a little bit more of it, but other than that it's quite easy.
High school homework's not really that much different from primary school. The biggest difference is you just get a lot more of it because you get loads of different teachers for different classes giving you it.
So obviously at the beginning it's a bit more scary because you're new and you don't really know where you're going, but you do get used to it quite easily. You'll know where you're going in no time. All the stairwells are signposted for each department, which is really helpful as well, and everything's colour coded as well. So if you remember the colours of the departments, then you'll know where you are because all the walls are that colour. But there's a lot of people there you can ask if you don't know where you're going as well.
Finding your way to classes is really easy. The first time you walk around the school it is a bit daunting because it's all new and it's all different classes and it's dead hard to get your head around where everything is. But after your first couple of classes you'll be alright, you'll find your way.
For the first couple of weeks of high school I struggled to find my way around the buildings, but after a while I finally learned my way around the school with asking teachers' help and pupils' help.
Now this is the thing that scared me most when I was coming up to high school. What are the teachers like? Are they going to be nice? Are they going to be strict? There's so many, how am I going to learn all their names? But don't worry, they're all super friendly and they're really nice and they're there to help you.
All the teachers are amazing, they're all very helpful, very supportive. If you're struggling with something, just stick up your hand and ask them.
None of the teachers are scary as long as you focus on your work and do not disturb the rest of the class.
Teachers are not scary, they're easy to get on with as long as you listen to them and respect them, and you'll tend to grow a bond with certain teachers.
So there's loads of people in high school that you can go and talk to. Obviously your friends to start off with because you see them all the time. Then you have your senior students who are involved in things like MVP, mental health ambassadors, things like that. You've also got your S6 buddy if you have one. You've got your class teachers, you've got your designated pupil support teacher, and you've got the head of your year as well. Also, you've got Jamie Dungavel, who's the homeschool partnership officer, and you've got the school counsellors as well, and maybe things on careers advice, you've got Angie, so you've got loads of people to talk to.
If you're ever needing help and support when you come up to high school, you can always ask class teachers, pupil support teachers, Jamie Dungavel, who you'll get to know more about when you come up to the school, and also peer mentors.
You could go through teachers, your year head or your support teacher, but if you don't feel comfortable doing that, you could always go to senior pupils, as we're always happy to listen and help with anything you are struggling with.
What I loved about high school was all the different opportunities you got. There was always something on, from lunchtime clubs to inter-house day, school show. I even got a chance to go to New York, which was such a great experience.
So there's been loads about high school that I've really enjoyed. The clubs that I was involved in, so the gymnastics club and the Malawi club, were absolutely fantastic. School show has definitely been one of my favourites because that was an incredible experience. I've only done it for a couple of years, but it was amazing. And also the skills that allowed me to take part in things like the talent show, the voice, and Christmas concerts, things like that, to be able to sing on stage as well with Miss Friday on the piano, so that's definitely been my biggest highlight.
I enjoyed the variety of different trips and activities which Coatbridge High offered to pupils from S1 right through to S6.
Throughout my time at high school, I enjoyed being able to choose my subjects in third year, which meant I could study subjects I was more interested in. I would say that my favourite experience was probably the New York trip in 6th year.
Personally, I really enjoyed school, but that was just because there's so many things to do, like after school and at lunch and at break. Like, there's just so many clubs. One of my favourite things to do was the school show. Personally, that's just one of my favourite experiences because you meet so many new friends, all the teachers are amazing and the shows are outstanding, they're brilliant.
My biggest fear about starting high school was all the new subjects, but once I started, I really enjoyed the variety and not doing the same thing every day.
One of my biggest fears when I was starting high school was definitely just the change between primary school and high school. Obviously it's a much bigger place, a lot more people, but once you're settled in, you've made new friends and know all the teachers, it's a lot easier. Plus the teachers are so supportive and they just help you along the way, so they're really good.
My biggest fear about starting high school was probably the fact that I wasn't sure what to expect, but by meeting new people I soon began to feel more comfortable.
Mine was making new friends and getting lost in the school, but teachers helped with that by guiding me to classes and helping as well in classes by making group activities, which made us all grow like a closer bond with each other in classes, which made a friendship with everyone, which I still have those friendships today.
One thing I was scared about coming up to high school was having so many new people in my class, but you quickly get to know them all and I've definitely made friends for life.
My biggest fear about coming to high school was trying to fit in. I was scared that I was going to meet new people and they were going to be really different, but the best way to overcome that was just to be yourself, and that's what I've done, and I think it's went pretty well.
Obviously at the beginning it is quite scary to obviously try and make friends, to try and start a conversation with someone, but once you get to know the people in your registration class, I would say it's a lot easier to try and make friends. My best friend today is someone that I met in the first day of high school, so yeah.
I think making friends in high school is quite easy because you're in classes with new people that you've never met before, and then you get to talking and you become really good friends.
I would say that it was fairly easy to make new friends because coming up to high school everyone else was in the same position and they were also wanting to meet new people.
It was much easier than I thought it would be making new friends. Because you're in a class with so many new people, you're encouraged to talk to them and you quickly all become good friends.
My best bit of advice for any first year starting high school is be yourself, work hard and you'll succeed.
My top piece of advice would be to take as much interest in your subjects as possible, be confident, don't be afraid to ask questions and enjoy it while you can.
I'd say enjoy high school and make the most of it and make memories with your friends that you can all look back on when you finish high school, as your journey through it will end one day.
My advice would be get involved with as much as you can and take every opportunity because it's a great way to make friends and you make so many amazing memories.
My advice for first years is to make good use of all resources and support available to you in first year, as this will make the rest of your time in high school easier.
My biggest piece of advice would be definitely get involved in things like clubs and events that the school do. School show has been a really big thing for me. I only did it for a couple of years, but I wish I would have done it from first year. Things like that, things like the Christmas concerts, the Burns celebration, literacy festivals. Try and get involved in things because it gives you a lot of good memories.